unfortunately. So, oh, there you go. Hi. It's working.
Hi.
Yay. Fantastic. Thank you for joining me. So I
Hi.
was, hi.
That's okay.
So
Hello,
I was,
Natalie.
hello, hello. So thank you for joining me and for joining us live on Gut Loving Life. And thank you for agreeing to give your testimonial, because I know it's not always easy for anyone to talk about their personal issues or personal challenges that they're facing. And I don't expect you to go into loads and loads of detail if you don't want to, but I just wanted for you to share, if possible, your journey and how it's been on the program. So first of all, I wanted to ask you
Okay.
where you were and what made you join the program, first of all.
Okay, I was predominantly overweight and I wanted to do something about my weight because it was having an effect on blood pressure and how fit I felt and how healthy I felt and on how confident I felt. So that's why I wanted to do something, and I tried virtually everything there is going apart from milkshakes, and hadn't been successful. Had for a certain amount of time, but not long lasting.
Right.
So I was pretty desperate.
Yes, yeah, I remember the first session was quite, yeah. And how was it affecting your life, your weight and all of that? How was that affecting you?
It was mainly just feeling unfit and unhealthy and feeling like I wasn't really who I thought I should be. So it made me lack confidence and not want to do things. And I knew about you because my son's girlfriend had worked with you, and the difference in her and the way that she felt was a bit of an inspiration. So that's why I spoke to her, and it took me a couple of attempts to get to see you because I backed down a couple of times because I thought I can't give it the time. But actually, once I did, the time is not an issue because it's a journey that once I started, I wasn't going to let go very easily.
No, great. And I'm so glad you did. So how has it been with you? You mentioned the word journey. I know it is. It usually is on these types of programs. How has the program been for you? How have you found it?
Oh, completely different because I had to admit, first of all, that I couldn't do it on my own. And you said lots of people can't, so I felt better about that. And the journey for me with you means that I've had somebody there all the time. I thought I knew a lot, but the education has been incredible and the inspiration, and it's made me really excited because each little thing that we did made such a huge difference. There isn't anything that didn't work. So I did give it 100%, but I felt really comfortable doing that right from the beginning.
Yes, and you did give it, and you are giving it still 100%, which is how it works. That's the only way it works. But have you found it
Yeah.
really time consuming? Have you found it difficult? The sessions difficult?
No, the sessions I've looked forward to every week, and I haven't. I found them engaging and inspiring, and it's motivated me. And all the things that you have asked me to do or worked with me on have been really simple, surprisingly simple things that are little things that have made a huge difference. And I didn't really focus on the weight, I focused on all the tools that you gave me, which have had a massive impact. And the weight is like a side effect. So the
Yeah.
tools you gave me are helping me sleep, and I am more energetic, and I'm really enjoying what I'm eating, and it's not difficult. Everything is, it just feels right. And everything that I have done, all the practical things in the tips you've given me have been things that have notched away at things that needed changing. And the changes are now huge because it's like building something. And every little step I've taken has built it a bit further.
Yeah. So do you feel
And I
this,
loved it.
that's great. And I've loved having you on the program as well. You're very fun and light and totally committed, which is again is needed in order to make all the changes work. So have you found me, so in terms of follow-up, have you found it, because some people, who are on the fence about joining a program like this are slightly worried about the coaching side of things. They're worried that I'm going to tell them off if they don't have time to do things, or I'm going to criticize them, or how have you found that? Is
No, there is nothing negative. It has been all positive, and I've learnt a lot, and I've loved talking to you because you have a scary insight into me very quickly. So that sort of thing I found incredible because the things that you've asked me to do are things that I've needed to do, and somehow you have that insight which is alarming sometimes, but actually all positive because I've looked at myself in a different way because of it. And that learning and that holding my hand all the way through it, but allowing me to do those things is what's made it so totally different from anything that I've done before. And you're not, you're just lovely. You're just
Oh,
there. You
thank
make
you.
me feel I've got somebody that I'm accountable to. And it's changed the way that I viewed something that I've always wanted to do, and I couldn't do it on my own. And I now feel that I've done it, and it's a long journey, but I think I can almost at the point where I can do it on my own. But it has changed me completely for all for good reasons.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely grateful, and it was an investment in me, which you don't do that when you're busy as a mum and you work, and but actually it's probably the best investment that I've done in the last 20 years.
Wow, thank you. That's fantastic.
That's a pleasure.
And how where are you now? What have you achieved? And what, you're almost finished with your program, so we've only got a couple of sessions left.
I've achieved a new way of doing quite a lot of little things in my life that have made things less stressful and less anxious. And I eat really well, and I love what I'm eating. My blood pressure has gone down. Yesterday, I bought a pair of trousers that were size 14 and comfortable, and I was squeezing into 16s that weren't. So no idea on the weight, but I know that I look and feel very different. And that was my initial target. That's what I wanted because I thought it was the ticket to everything else. And everything else is better. My blood pressure, I sleep better, I deal with things in a better way. So just the whole thing. And I feel more like me again, which is lovely.
And it's a lovely you. And I think your husband is happy to have you back as well, probably.
My husband says he's got his wife back, which is, and we know it wasn't awful, but
No,
it has made such a huge difference because I do feel a lot happier in myself and my health and my fitness, which is what I wanted.
that's brilliant. So
And
congratulations.
it's not going to stop now.
No, and do you feel the changes are there for good, or do you feel like,
Yes,
it's something?
no,
So
it's a new it's no it is I feel I can do it on my own. It's what I want to do. I feel so much better. Then I'm not letting all the new things that I've learned go because of the difference they've made, and how happy I feel about it.
absolutely.
And I've got further to go, but I've got the tools now to do it.
That's great. Yeah. And there's always going to be challenges in your life. There are always going to be stresses and
Yes, yeah,
things propping up or temptations as well. But yeah, so you feel the tools that I've given you will be strong enough, will be good enough for you to face all of that and to face life on your own now.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, I do, and the impact has that I do them with my husband and my mum, and lots of people have been quite interested in what I've been doing, and some of those tools I've shared, and made a difference to some of those people as well.
that's great. Yeah, that's brilliant. Well, I think you've done brilliantly and you're still doing brilliantly. And I'm very happy and proud of everything you've done and very grateful that you've been on this program and that you agreed to do this testimonial. I'm very, very glad and grateful
That's a
for.
pleasure. It's quite nerve-wracking, but I say a real pleasure because I would say to people, don't hesitate.
That's great. So what would you say if people hesitated, what would you say to them?
Oh no, if you want to do something, make the investment in yourself and do it with you, and you will get there because it's a journey you can do, but you've actually got to take the step to start it, and then you're there, and we've done it together. But I feel like I'm good on my own,
Absolutely.
but I wouldn't have been without you.
Yes, but you've done brilliantly. So thank you. Thank you for joining
Thank
and
you.
thank you for your testimonial. And thank
No, it's a pleasure, lovely.
yeah, and thank you for all the kind words you've just said.
No,
it's really really lovely. So I will love you and leave you, everyone. And I think you've got a few friends, Kate, who a few friends are watching you. And
ah,
yeah, I think, and they're saying how.
I think my lovely son's girlfriend's mum might be on there.
Ah, okay.
So,
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, and they've all said you look great. So, and I think you do look great.